YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be rebuilding the carburetor for my John Deere 60. This will be my first time ever getting into a two-cylinder carburetor. I bought a kit from Brillman. I get a lot of my parts from there if I can because it seems to be pretty good quality stuff. It's just a basic carburetor kit. I did not buy the major one. So I'm going to do a time lapse of taking it apart. I have I think I got all the tools here I need on this side. I got a notepad and pen just in case I need to write something down. So yeah, we're going to do this in a time lapse and I hope you enjoy. Alright, I don't know if you can just tell how bad the inside of that carburetor is. Now I have had this tractor running. And if I knew the carburetor was this dirty, I probably wouldn't have. But she's going to need a good cleaning, probably a good soaking in the parts washer for a couple hours to kind of get everything softened up, and may wire wheel the outside of the housing. I'm not gonna do anything that's inside, but so yeah, definitely dirtier than I was expecting. Okay, so it was basic disassembly. I'm not 100% done yet, but there's some stuff I gotta do that I'm not gonna bother recording. I think I actually have to drill that out because I cannot get that out with a screwdriver. I'm gonna try a little harder, and I can't get that one out either. I don't want to ruin them, but we'll see what happens. I got a couple expansion plugs I gotta pull out, which I'm gonna do that one. And I gotta pull stuff out of that hole. So we basically covered most of it. I'll just take a short video when I get it finished taking apart. So okay, we're back. I got everything cleaned up. I did get that out of there. I had to actually drill it out and then re-tap it. I got that out too and got that all cleaned up. All the ports are clean. I wire wheeled the whole thing, even this down here, because it was pretty rusty, if you remember seeing in the beginning part of the video. I did put felt seal in the throttle shaft with the keeper and put the throttle shaft in already. So now I'm getting ready to put in the butterflies. So now these go in directional, and you want the number on top. The hard part is getting screws in there without a magnetized screwdriver. Okay. It's kind of hard for me to hold the camera and do it at the same time, so you guys aren't able to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'll show you when I get this one in so you know what it looks like. Alright, I think this one worked better for tightening him up, so that makes me sure I get him really good and tight. Definitely don't want something to come apart after I put it together. Alright. Alright, so there you go. We got just like that. So we'll get the other one put in. Ooh, don't want to lose that. Being finicky. Geez, this side was easy. There we go. Oh, nope. Alright, I think we got it started. There we go. Alright, we'll get the other screw in. You're going to be really careful not to lose any of these butterfly screws. They are very small. I lost one for the choke side already and ended up going to one of my parts carburetors to get one for it. So, get these good and tight. Alright. Now, I don't know. I've never really had this happen before, but the felt bushing or seal I put in there actually makes the throttle shaft move a little stiffer than I feel comfortable, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Obviously the more it gets used it'll wear in, but we'll see. So now we're going to go to the choke side. Same idea. Make sure it's clean. Apparently it was sitting on something. Okay. This will be more fun because there's jets in the way. So I'm going to put this in. I'll show you the spring on the end of it when I get it together. First thing I personally want to get the butterflies in it first. Well, maybe I don't want to do Okay. Now, if what I read was correct, something's wrong here, I believe. Maybe not. I thought there's supposed to be another piece in there, but maybe not. We'll be right back. Okay. Here it was easier to do that off camera. I got the butterflies in there. You want to make sure you got them in the right way. Now, you can see that T right there. You want to take your spring and you want to hook it on this side like so. There's a little U-shaped piece in there. You're going to hook it on there. Then you're going to take your lever and that triangular piece right there has got to go between this spring and our side of that rod. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it on, hook it on the spring, get it hooked in there, twist it till it pops in. Oh, nope, it came undone. That didn't work very good, did it? Try that again. You want to engage it in the spring. And then engage it into the other device. Now what that's going to do is keep spring pressure on it. Now you can see there's a bolt hole right there. So I'm going to put that back in. And make sure you got that cupped washer on there. You want everything to be centered. Like so. That's not centering. That's not good. Alright, there we go. That makes your choke work like it's supposed to. Get these tightened up and we'll be right back. Okay, now we're on the bottom side of the carburetor. And we're going to start with our needle and seat. Be careful not to lose anything. We got them right there. We got the new seat with a new seal. I'm going to install that in here. You want to make sure you have a wide bladed screwdriver. I always use the biggest screwdriver I have. Okay, sorry about that. So, use a wide bladed screwdriver, get that down in there. You want to be careful not to mark it up at all, but you want to try to get it as tight as you can without slipping. Kind of like that. Sometimes, if we can, I'll take a knife blade, but you gotta be careful because you don't want to break it. And lay it right across, something like that, just to get a little extra tight on, but you don't want to break your blade. That's not really a safe way to do it, but it works. Okay. I got her float. And this little clip, you're going to slide your needle into this clip, like so. And then you're going to hang it on the float. It's easier said than done. There we go. Ah! Shit. We're losing stuff. Okay. Like so. And then we're going to set that. Just tight fit. I got that upside down? Yeah, I think I got that upside down actually. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. Okay, we had it upside down. My fault. Alright, now we'll set it in there. Like so. And you're going to take your new pin. Put that in there. New float pin. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, where's the measuring device? Look at that. You want your float 3/4 of an inch from the bottom of this, from what I was told. And that's where she sat. Alright. We'll be right back. Okay, we're going to get her finished up now. So we got our float adjusted. Now, we're going to put these back in. Put a new seal. Now, a little bit of a trick. Put these in so you don't lose the gasket there. If you can see it. Put them in sideways. That way, you don't lose them. And they should stay on. I'll screw them in tight. Put this one on so I can tip it back up, or I can work on it a little easier. Okay. This one's a little messed up there. I'm going to get this screwed in. We'll be right back. Okay, we got them in good. Now we're going to put them caps on here. Here's a little screw cap. Of course, I don't want to start easily. Maybe. Starts that one, okay. Alright. Make sure they're good and tight. Okay, now going to put a new O-ring on this. This is your main jet. So we got the O-ring right here. Walk it up. Well, actually we'll go this way. Get it walked up around there. Doesn't hurt to put a little oil on it. A little more than I wanted, but I guess it'll work. I'll screw that in. Now, if I remember, I think we want to screw it in and back it out 2 turns. 1 turn. Okay. So we'll bottom it out. Actually, use a bigger one. Okay, we'll go 1 complete turn. There we go. There. Now Now the idle screws, it says to set them at 1.5 turns, but I'm actually going to set them to what they were when I pulled them out. I counted how many times around, and this one's going to be 17 half turns as soon as it started. So it'll be 1, 2, 17. Alright, that one's set. And then this one was 15. Okay, so we got 1. Okay, they should be set to what they were. Let's see. I didn't pull out my freeze plugs. Okay. I think we should be done in the bottom of things here. So we're going to take our bowl. I cleaned it up. As you can tell, it's kind of pitted on the inside, but it's not thin, so we're going to use it. We're going to put our drain plug back in the bottom of it. Alright. Now, see, this is going to be your choke side, so our valve cover is going to be here. So we're going to want to put it like so. Install a new gasket. Make sure it sits down in where it's supposed to. Kind of goes in there a little stiff. Now, some people frown on using a screwdriver to push this down in there, but I've done it. You just got to be really careful. Alright. Spot right there. That one little spot doesn't want to go down in there. Alright. Sweet. Put that on there. Make sure it's centered over the gasket. Put a new piece of gasket over that. And just scrape off our brass nut a little bit here. Not this that dirty, but one of those things I forgot to clean up. Okay, we'll screw that on here. Make sure it's centered good. Now, tighten her down good and tight. So we don't want it to leak, but we don't want it to go too tight. Okay. Flip her over, and the last thing we're going to do is put our strainer in there, and put our plug in there, and our fuel line there. And then that'll be done. So we got our strainer. Gonna put a new gasket on that. Screw that in here. Tighten that down. Bad spot in it. There we go. Again, we don't want to go too tight, but you want to tighten up where it's not going to leak. Then we're going to put our plug in the bottom. Wrong way. Alright, I'm going to screw this fitting back in, but this isn't the one I'm using because I'm going to make my own gas line, so I have a fitting coming to change it over to a normal compression fitting. Figured it was cheaper than buying the gas line, so we're just going to screw that in there, and there we go. Rebuilt carburetor. It was not a major rebuild kit that I put into it, but it did everything I think it needed. The only thing I really didn't use was these swell plugs, but I didn't pull any of them out. Everything come clean very nicely, so I didn't see the need in doing it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be more coming about this tractor, and if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, hit the bell notification button next to it so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you.